It's fine. She'll just be in the video.
Yo, there's an ice cream man. Like...
Hey everyone, it's your girl Abby. I know I haven't made a video in forever, but since my first year of college at San Diego State University is coming to an end, I thought why not make a video for those who have questions. Maybe you're a rising senior, for those who may have just committed to the school. So I asked you guys to ask me some questions on Instagram, and I just picked a bunch that I thought would be helpful for everyone.
Okay, please excuse my eyebrows, but let's get into this.
Why did you choose Sdsu? So I chose Sdsu for a couple of reasons actually. Number one being that it was still in California. I'm from Los Angeles, so I don't know what I would do without sunny weather. So super close to the beach. It is also ranked number 2 in the Cal State system, and California schools are already amazing. So being number 2 in the whole entire system just made it all the better. Its most popular major is business, and that's what I wanted to get into. There's gonna be a lot of people that I could connect with and get help from. I am a marketing major at the Fowler College of Business, but as of right now, we are still doing our GEs, at least most of us freshmen. Because of that, I couldn't tell you much about it yet, but I am really excited for it. So what is your favorite part about San Diego State? So my favorite part about Sdsu would probably have to be how they promote being a globally competent citizen. What that is just being curious and aware of the way the world works and multiple perspectives about it. And that ties into the study abroad program, which is so amazing. I mean, you can go anywhere in the world that you want. You can go for independent study, group study, an internship, and you can pick for how long you want to go. You can even go for just a break, like a winter break, a Thanksgiving break. You can go for a whole semester or up to a whole academic year. I'm just really excited about it. What is one thing that you do not like? One thing I did not like or enjoy was probably the meal plan. And honestly, I feel like so many people would disagree with me about that because it was just like a debit card almost. They could just go and swipe it whenever. I was on the Flex 5, and what that is that you get $25 for every weekday, and then you figure out a way to eat on the weekends. What I had to do was use a little bit of my weekday budget to save something so that I wouldn't starve on the weekends. I already spent enough of my money on eating out, so that was really stressful, and I picked to not have it next year. Someone asked if I am in a sorority. This year I was not in a sorority because I just wanted to see how well I could manage all the work, get adjusted to school life, but I definitely recommend, if you're thinking about it, to rush as a freshman because you can make so many friends and you never know what's gonna happen. Okay, so somebody asked how's the food. The food on campus is actually pretty awesome. We don't have a dining hall like most typical colleges do. Instead, we have a bunch of restaurants just kind of scattered around all over campus. So we have something called Shake Shack, which is like smoothies and acai bowls. Ever Bowl, another acai place. A lot of smoothies. We have a Eureka, Subway, Pan Express. There's so much more. There is something for everyone. How close are you to the beach? We're actually super close to the beach. We're only about a 20-minute drive from Pacific Beach, but for freshmen it was a little hard because we weren't allowed to have cars. It was a little bit of a trek to go to the beach because we would either have to take the trolley, which is like the subway kind of thing there, and then take a lift from there, or you would just lift straight from the dorm.
With pro college students, it's kind of hard.
Dorm life for me was actually awesome. I don't know, I might have just gotten extremely lucky. I got the dorm that was just finished that summer. Everything was completely new. We are the first students to ever use it. It was literally like living at a resort. I know! I was in Wasaka in a triple.
Stop. I'm trying to do something nice for you.
So we are actually paying less than the people on the doubles. That is actually something that I recommend. I think it's so much more fun to have a third roommate. And we were living on a co-ed floor. That was a lot of fun because we had our girlfriends and our guy friends, and we would all just go and hang out. There's always something happening. Besides the communal bathrooms, everything else was so much fun.
try and see Cam, Drew, and I are what you call
crazy but fun. How are the classes and how challenging is the coursework? It is a big school, so I definitely had some lecture halls where there were about 300 to 500 people, but then I also had some classes where it felt like high school again. I had no idea how much AP classes helped, how much that can like shave off from your schedule if you take the exam. I'm actually gonna be done with my GEs next semester. I can study abroad or I can start my major classes early so that I can graduate early. I had definitely a mix of some really amazing professors, some that even like would write me letters of recommendation, and then others that are on the opposite side of the spectrum that aren't so great. Rate my professor. They're gonna tell you to not use rate my professor, but just do it. It is a secret weapon. I wish I did it my first semester. How is student life? The student life is actually really awesome. Everybody goes to the games. This year was awesome for basketball because Kawhi actually came to one of the games and it was crazy hard to get those tickets, you know, because we get free tickets for students, but we literally had to set an alarm to get tickets for the next game. There's something called the Student Union, which is kind of like the area that's a center of the school and everybody kind of just passes through, and there's always some activity going on there. I swear it's like every day, if not every other day, and there are so many clubs, like I can't even count how many clubs there are. It's almost guaranteed that you'll find something to join. Was it hard to make friends? It doesn't have to be. One of my biggest pieces of advice for those who are incoming freshmen is probably to be the first, whether that is to introduce yourself first or invite someone out for lunch first, and just don't be afraid. Don't think it's silly because everyone is trying to find their way and make friends. What is the party scene like? You know, every time I would tell someone I was going to SDSU, the first thing that came out of their mouths was,
Oh, that's a party school.
let's just say my friends and I have found something to do every weekend. And we'll leave it at that. So that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for your questions, and I hope I was helpful and answered some of them, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!